This is Joel Bauer, the best-selling author of How to Persuade People Who Don't Want to Be Persuaded, Gravitational Marketing. There's something you need to know if you're not familiar with what it is I teach. I teach people to separate and differentiate themselves from their competition, to essentially annihilate the competition so they win. Personal marketing, branding. I teach them how to build a business online and offline, how to identify their passion. But there's a man who in my life has made a massive difference, and you need to know about him. I also train speakers. I've trained over 300 of the world's top speakers, including Mark Victor Hansen and Robert Allen and Joe Polish and Dave Lacani. You see, there's a man who supports you as a professional communicator, a speaker, a closer. There's a man who supports you on an extraordinary level, a level that you can't support yourself on. His name is Ben Ellingson, and you need to understand something. People like Marco Rebel, people who really understand the demands of getting the right testimonials, having people say the right things, understanding how to position the marketing, you hire a professional. Even though I show people how to run a small show themselves, pretty turnkey, keep their numbers down so they can generate, higher results, more revenue, and still help their people. Well, let me tell you something. If I have a really big event, sizable event, if I want someone to watch my backside, who understands all dimensions of producing an event, someone who can negotiate with hotels, someone that has state-of-the-art equipment and state-of-the-art mentality, someone who has the right attitude, someone who can handle any situation no matter what's going on. When the computers fail, when the systems fail, when the projectors fail. This guy has backup systems like no one I've ever seen, has a knowledge of the full bandwidth of technology. Not only that, but here's what's really nuts. If you're even thinking about building a comprehensive system, one that's really high-end. I saw what he did for Marco Rubel, and I have never seen anything like it in my life. It is so state-of-the-art, so cutting-edge. There's not another speaker that has anything that even comes close. It's a boot camp. This guy is brilliant. He understands dye sublimation. He understands separation. He understands graphics. He understands video. He understands things he understands television production. He understands radio. He understands film. He understands point of view. He understands direction and production. He's got it all. And I know Ben really well off stage. And that's where he really supports you. He says the right things. He gets people to say things they normally wouldn't say, and they're the truth. He captures information that will actually create opportunity for you like you've never had. You'll fill your rooms as a result of the quality of what he ascertains in terms of testimonial, third-party proof, social proof. He's going to put together the best stuff for you. And where do you see his editing skills? It's just nuts. I've been to his home in Las Vegas. And you got to understand, this guy comes from a very different place. He's a professional stuntman. Oh, yeah, but you can only do that for so many years. Was he hurt? Nope. And that's kind of unusual. This is a guy who lived on the edge. And that same edge that he brought to his stunt work in motion picture and in film, he brings to the world of technology in full infrastructure support for your events. Now, whether they're small or large, this guy's going to watch your tail. And I don't understand how he does it for so little. That's what drives me nuts. He undercharges. I don't get it. I teach people to charge a lot. He doesn't charge what he's worth. He's worth 6 to 8 times. So if you're even thinking about, well, I can't afford that, I'm a producer of events, and I'm going to do it all myself, and I'm going to drive my screen around, and I'm going to get my own mixers, and I'm going to patch it all together, and you know what? You're clueless. Because we're talking massive events. If you had an event for 40,000 people at the Anaheim Pond, this is the guy. He should be controlling and running the whole event. And his equipment, I mean, I've seen his reservoir. The guy's got a storage center like you wouldn't believe. I'm guessing easy, just under $1 million in equipment. I don't think I'm exaggerating here. State-of-the-art cameras, higher resolution, and the work he does is unbelievable. You're talking, you want to shoot an infomercial for television? You want it to run on network television? You want to produce that for a fraction? Fraction. If this is 100%, I couldn't measure it on a nail. He charges so little for what it's worth. And you've got a guy who understands all perspectives. He's producer, he's director, he's visionary. He's the guy you need to talk to. And you know what? It doesn't cost anything to talk to him. He's unbelievable. That's Benny. Ben Ellingson, get a hold of him. I'm not going to give you a website here. Can't do it. This is Joel Bauer. In the moment, for the moment, speaking from truth, speaking from experience, speaking from heart. I love Ben. Everyone that's used him loves him. You don't turn to anyone else. He edits everything. He'll produce your systems. It's just a no-brainer. Talk to Ben Ellingson. It'll make all the difference in your life. And I will not give this endorsement to any other individual in the industry who works with event producers because I don't believe I've ever met anyone that even comes close to Ben.